Welcome back, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. My name is Pritesh with KAIZN Crypto. In this video, I'm really excited to be joined by Zach, who is the head of token at World Mobile. So Zach, thanks so much for joining us today, man. How you doing today?
My pleasure. I'm good, dude. I'm good. It's a nice, relatively sunny day here in Australia. Lots of exciting stuff happening on the World Mobile and the token side of things. So I'm good. Very
Very
happy to be
nice.
here.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you. I'm looking forward to chatting with you. There's so many updates happening from World Mobile. So to get right into it, Zach, I guess for the audience, could you tell us a little bit more about yourself and your role within World Mobile?
Yep. So I'm Zach, currently the head of token for World Mobile Token. I've sort of been in the crypto space since about 2010. So got a fair bit of experience on that side of things, and just been doing a lot on the token side for business development, partnerships, and just creating a lot of utilities for the token and making sure that we're continually fluid and evolving with the pace of the space.
Okay, gotcha. So now I guess in terms of the token aspect of it, right? So that's what we're going to be talking a lot about here today. And I wanted to ask you several questions about that. So in terms of the project though, I guess let's go ahead and start there, right? So let's go ahead and go big picture first. What drew you into World Mobile, and what about the project that, the achievements that have been made over this time? Like, what are you most proud about?
What drew me into the project was my passion for the space and blockchain. This is a loaded question, so it's kind of hard for me to pinpoint.
It's
But
pretty broad, yeah.
yeah, look, we've achieved so many things that I'm proud of. I think of all the things we've achieved, that I'm most proud of is that we've been able to build like a telecoms model that can shake up an entire industry. And we're doing that by utilizing blockchain technology. So from like a personal level, I find one of the biggest barriers to entry into the crypto space is how complex the crypto ecosystem is. And I've always thought the key to mass adoption of blockchain is when people are going to be able to use blockchain without knowing that they're using blockchain. And that's pretty much what we've done. We've created like a telco model that's integrated with blockchain technology that people are going to be able to use and not even know that they're using blockchain technology. So that's what I'm most proud of, I think.
That's really cool. I remember when I had the opportunity to speak with Mickey, that was really when I first got an introduction of what World Mobile is, what the project was all about. And I think just the vision that he had and how well he was able to articulate it. And then just following up with you guys and just seeing all the content that you've put out, the balloons, the air nodes, the ether nodes, you actually have footage of people that are living in these places. You guys have a great effort right now going on in like Tanzania, Zanzibar, and you just see all the people who are living in these places. And then you guys are coming in here providing this infrastructure to help connect these people to the internet. And I think it's just a really great project. The mission that you guys have is incredible. So it's really cool just to see your progress. And in terms of the progress that you guys are making, I guess that leads me right into my next question. So where do you see World Mobile in the next 5 years, and where would it have the largest impact?
Where do I see it in the next 5 years? I guess like I see World Mobile living up to its name as a network for the world, a telecoms network for the world, operating major cities across the globe, as well as in many countries who have been left offline or had connectivity that's just sort of been outside the realm of affordability. So I guess I can foresee millions and millions of customers connected to the network, node operators processing transactions, generating rewards, stakers staking the tokens and earning rewards, mass adoption of blockchain technology, and the implementation of digital identities. I can see 5 years in the future, the sharing economy being in full swing. And not to mention World Mobile pioneering all different means of providing connectivity, whether that be aerostats, satellites, or whatever new cutting edge technology comes out sort of between now and then. And World Mobile is just continually going to be at the forefront of utilizing that technology to heal the digital divide that the world currently suffers from.
Wow, that's incredible. It's definitely a long-term vision, but I think that what you guys are doing now is just laying that groundwork. You're putting out your pilot programs, and you're just, putting out the infrastructure so that it can grow over time. And I love the idea, just to think that almost half of the world is unconnected, right? For me, the question that just goes off, it's like, what happens when all these people come online? Just to think about how big the world is right now when we have all these things like social media, news outlets, right? Like pretty much the entire world we have is online. And, just to think that billions of people have yet to be onboarded. So that's what you guys are focusing on. Yeah, it's incredible, man.
Yeah, it's really, really cool.
So a lot of people are interested in the token. It was really interesting just to see where you guys or what you guys did with the token. You had listed on 3 centralized exchanges. Now you guys are on MuesliSwap, and then we saw some things happening with other dexes that are going to be popping up. So it's cool that you guys are really just spreading the love with this World Mobile token. And then as far as people who are interested in this token, so it is a Cardano native token. I guess people who hold this, what are some of the things that they're going to be able to do with this token? I guess if we can talk a bit about the utility, and also how will users be able to contribute to the World Mobile chain?
So I guess when it comes to contribution to the chain, at the moment, like running a node or staking to a node operator is a great way to contribute, because this keeps the network decentralized and secure. Node operators will also have some level of governance when it comes to a protocol change for the minimum number of tokens that are going to be required to run a node, which is outlined in the white paper. So if there is a change to the minimum amount of tokens, it's going to be done through a vote with the existing node operators. But governance as a token holder is something that we do have a flag in the roadmap for, but ultimately it's about creating a governance system that doesn't just benefit token holders, but benefits users of the network. So it's finding that really happy medium so that everyone benefits from any change. We've built the network for the people as well as our token holders. So yeah, we've got to find that happy balance. But also it means that your average person with a day job can now be a part of running a telecommunications network from the luxury of their own home. So typically your telecom services are run by existing carriers or software providers through centralized data centers. But we're empowering anyone anywhere in the world and allowing them to participate in the network. So I guess to summarize, for now, the best way to contribute is to run a node and stake, but later down the line, there's going to be a lot more that people are going to be able to do.
Nice. I was very, very excited to secure enough World Mobile tokens to reserve an Earth node. Yeah, I know. It was just a momentous occasion for me. I was just so excited to actually get to that milestone. So, okay, that's very cool. So in terms of the rewards and staking, so it's a similar concept, right, to staking ADA, right? You can delegate to a pool. Is it kind of the same thing, or can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, so I mean, when it comes to staking, there will be a lot of similarities to how Cardano staking operates. I can't really go into the technical details about it too much because that would be taken away from the dev team that have been working so hard on it. But there will be some major similarities to how you stake in Cardano. So you will select a node operator, you will choose to delegate to them. And yeah, that's how that'll sort of go.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm sure as a Earth node operator, I'm going to be doing quite a bit of learning. So yeah, I'm going to be sure to keep up the content with that as well. But just thinking about it, also the question I had was, in terms of building something like this decentralized telecommunications network. So out of all the blockchains, what stuck out about Cardano? I guess what was the reasoning for choosing Cardano to build World Mobile?
So I guess it would be the integration of distributed telecommunications infrastructure with the blockchain is quite a difficult task. But having a company like IOG, who are one of the leading blockchain engineering companies in the space, on our side to help us solve this issue is like a really big plus. Not only that, Cardano are also focused on banking the unbanked, so there's a lot of crossover with the ethos of our businesses. So we can lean on one of the industry leaders in the space, as well as utilizing Cardano as a settlement layer, which has low network fees and is building towards mass scalability. A Taliprism is also another huge reason as to why building with Cardano was so important, because we wanted to offer a digital identity solution to all of our users on the network, and give them that foundational layer to really, start building on their own identity and accessing all sorts of different financial services that the base layer of requirement is to have an identity.
Right. I remember there was an announcement that had come out saying that 5 million students had been onboarded with the Taliprism, and it's a very similar concept, right? In order to use a lot of these applications, such as decentralized banking, I guess decentralized voting, a whole host of different things, right? You would have to have some type of decentralized ID. So a Taliprism is exactly that, and it's really interesting to know your guys' thoughts about how you want to incorporate that with what you're building too. Now,
can you hear the lawnmower outside? Is that?
Oh no, I can't hear the lawnmower. There is crickets though. I'm not sure if.
Okay, so I have a pet lizard, and I feed it crickets. You can hear the crickets.
Yeah, I can hear the crickets. No, the crickets are actually okay. It's almost peaceful, but I can't hear the lawnmower.
Cool. I don't hear it anymore. I'm so used to it. It just sort of has become like white noise for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got like a pet lizard, so that's why you can hear crickets.
No, it's all good. It's almost peaceful.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So I guess so we're just finished up talking about the Taliprism. Now getting back to the token aspects of it. So somebody like myself, right, was able to secure 100,000 of these World Mobile tokens to reserve an Earth node. And like you had mentioned, that's something that, of course, as the network grows, the Earth node operators would be able to vote on a possible change in the future, or even if there would to be more node operators as well coming on board. So now for somebody who's secured these 100,000 World Mobile tokens and they've reserved that Earth node, I'm not sure if you can speak much on this, but in terms of any technical requirements, is it going to be kind of like the stake pool thing, or is it going to be like running an application on your computer?
So this is a question I do get asked a lot. I can't speak too much about the technical requirements at the moment, but I know that the technical information isn't too far off, giving the detailed requirements. And as I mentioned just before, like I wouldn't want to spoil this for Antonio or the rest of the tech team who've worked so hard to produce the content. I'll let them deliver it out to the community.
Sure. Yeah, that's one thing I'm so curious about is just the technical requirements, the learning involved with it. But yeah, I think what would be great is when we do have more information, having more team members from World Mobile come on and chatting. And, I think it's great to provide value for the community with that type of content. Because I know I get a lot of questions too. They're just like, hey, do you know this? Or how do I use the vault? Or, we can even talk about that. The vault is a question I get asked a lot. Tell us a little bit about the vault.
So I guess the vault was such like an integral part of the TGE. That's where people were able to set up a vault, provide the Cardano receiving address for World Mobile tokens to be sent out after the TGE had been completed. It's now being used for the rewards program and node reservations. Well, it was used for node reservations because now all those nodes have been reserved. But the vault interfaces with the user's private wallet by scanning the staking key associated with that wallet. It then picks up the amount of World Mobile tokens in that wallet for the snapshot to be taken for the amount of rewards that you're eligible for if you're participating in this second phase of rewards, or when you were participating in the first phase. It will then systematically continue to scan that staking key to make sure the tokens haven't fallen below the threshold or the minimum balance, or you haven't moved them, invalidating your node reservation. And it's also going to be used with the liquidity pair staking protocol that we're launching. So that's something that I'm personally very excited about, but the vault is also going to be used for so many other things down the line. But I can't give too much away about what else the vault's going to be used for at the moment.
Sure, that's fair.
There's a lot in stock for it. It's really cool.
I love it. I love it. It's like the suspense, it's just, it's keeping the surprise alive.
Yeah, well, like we want like the vault to be a place where people just, they want to go to every day and they want to check it. And so like, it's going to be integral into everything that we're doing.
Very nice. Very nice. So now you have this idea of early staking, and that was something that took place like right after your initial token sale. As far as this period, so could you tell us, when does this period end for early staking? After early staking, what does that look like for World Mobile token holders? And I guess in terms of who wants to participate, what requirements would there be for that as well?
So after this phase of early rewards comes Mainnet. So when Mainnet's ready to go live, reward phase finishes, Mainnet goes live. People will then have to choose to delegate their tokens to a node operator. Somewhat similar to how people on Cardano delegate to node operators now. But there are, like I said, there's going to be a lot of similarities between how people stake their tokens to a node operator, but there's also going to be some very unique features exclusive to our network.
Very cool. I mean, the updates, I'm sure we'll be keeping up with that. And of course, like we were talking about earlier, having more of you guys come on the channel, you're always welcome to just come on, chat, let us know what's going on. But in terms of what milestones you have coming up, so I know Mainnet's going to be one of them. That's probably one of the biggest, I would have to think. But
yeah.
in terms of some of the things that the World Mobile team is excited about, some of the big progress markers that you guys have planned for this year, can you tell us a little bit about what's coming up in 2022?
Yeah, so I think the most notable milestones is going to be connecting hundreds of thousands of users, having connectivity beamed from the skies, changing the lives of so many people. I guess it's kind of hard not to talk about milestones without touching on the obvious on the token side of things. Some milestones will be creating multiple utilities for the token, utility NFTs, which we haven't touched on at all yet, and also opening up the world of DeFi to token holders and the Cardano ecosystem. Like providing connectivity and creating all these utilities for the token, it also, I guess, it opens up the door to play to earn as well, and all the other wonderful things that come along with connectivity. So for now, I'll leave you with that thought.
Okay. Yeah, you've got some ideas flowing in here now. Wow. So
Yeah.
I mean, play to earn. I mean, wow. Just just to think about blockchain gaming. I'm doing something in that field as well. But it would make total sense, right? You got somebody who has an app on their phone, and they can go on, log in, play a game, and then all of these transactions, they're accruing these fees, right? So that's a way to be rewarded with these tokens.
It's super circular, like everything that we're doing, like the token is just completely circular into the whole economy of what we're building. So every time someone is using the phone, playing a game, browsing the internet, rewards are generated, and they just sort of stay really nicely within the ecosystem.
I love that. That's fantastic. I'm so excited just to see the progress that you guys are making, and I'm looking forward to all the events coming up this year. My big one is definitely just being an Earth node operator. I mean, man, I'm stoked about that. As an SPO, somebody who's running the infrastructure on Cardano, just being able to see those two come together, right? You got Cardano over here trying to bring financial services, right? Banking the unbanked. And then you got World Mobile on the other end with the whole idea of connecting the unconnected. It's like a perfect synergy. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I guess what you've just said now is sort of, the antithesis of why we work so well with Cardano. And as I mentioned earlier, there are just so many synergies between the two companies and our core goals and values and beliefs. So it's really, really exciting.
Nice, nice. Well, Zach, I learned a lot from our conversation. I just wanted to leave the floor open up to you. And if there was any last minute thoughts that you would like to leave our viewers for this conversation today.
I have so many things that I want to tell everyone. I'm sure you noticed, like as you're talking about play to earn or NFTs and that kind of stuff, a big grin comes out on my face. So just everyone, this is just the beginning of our journey. We couldn't have done it without you, and we wouldn't be where we are right now without all of you and the community. So thank you so much for that. There is so much exciting stuff in the pipeline, and the future's really, really bright. The DGen in me says we're all going to make it and that we're all early. But this is just the beginning. So sit back and watch us deliver connectivity to half the world and then some.
That is very cool. All right, Zach. Well,
awesome,
thank you so much, brother.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. Let's do this again.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. It would be fantastic to have you on the channel again. More people from World Mobile coming on, talking with us. I think that'd be fantastic. I cannot wait to keep up with your progress.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Perfect. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, take care, everybody.